everybody, how you doing today? Today is Monday. It's Jubilation Joy. Alright, I am just leaving my GI doctor's appointment. So right now I am sitting in the van where my mom has decided to stop and go inside to Rouse's. Right there. You guys can see it. Okay, right there. Okay. Alright, so I'm just sitting here in the van and everything. I'm just really not feeling today. Kind of stressed out. This morning I wanted to vlog it, going to the doctor's appointment, but I was just kind of just feeling honestly tired. Did not feel like doing it at the moment. And this was a brand new doctor that I was just getting ready to meet. So I just needed to, mentally prepare myself to see him. Because normally for me, I know the doctors that I'm going to see. Not all the time, but then sometimes I do. Because, so I'm just looking to see, so somebody was calling my name. Trying to look around and see. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Okay, I'm thinking back. Okay. Normally what I do to make it easier for myself and for my mom or whoever's bringing me to the doctor, my boyfriend, whatever like that, I get all my appointments and I put them in an appointment book, or I put them on a calendar to say, okay, this is what I have today, tomorrow, I have 2 in one day, I have 3 in one day, whatever. That way you can plan out your day. You're not all stressed out and aggravated and frustrated and just, just feeling out of control. Your life is a little bit better because now things are linked up and they are set in order where your life can flow a little bit easier. So the hospital had sent me a voicemail because I was sleeping. When I woke up, I heard the voicemail said I had an appointment Monday. So I did not know this doctor, but it was a new GI doctor. So I'm thinking, okay, well maybe my neurologist set it up, but he did not. It was the hospital for when I was admitted in there back in December, around the beginning of December. So I will link that video down below when I was in the hospital from the gastroparesis issues that I was having when I was in there. So the hospital set it up for me to have this GI doctor's appointment. And when I first got there, when I tell you it was stressful, they was giving me the runaround because what happened was that the GI department is located on the 5th floor. But they had these new doctors that had joined the system, and they're located on the 2nd floor. So when I got there, the machine did not tell me, with the voicemail did not tell me what floor to go on. So when I went there, I went and asked I went to the secretary, not the secretary, I'm sorry. I went to the information desk. It said, okay, go to the 5th floor. So I'm like, okay, get in the elevator. Mom jumped me on, so waiting for her to come inside. So I went up there. Go up there. Normally they have it now with the system set up. You don't have to just wait at the desk, which is a blessing. You can go and go to the kiosk desk, type your name in, your information, your date, your zip code, all of that. Boom, boom, bam. You're in the system. Then you sit down. They'll call you and they'll call you to the back. But this time I said my information was not in the system. Looking like, okay, I'm not crazy. They called and told me I had an appointment. So with that, then they say, oh, okay, well, we're so sorry. It's not your fault. It's ours. Our system has to be updated. This and that. I'm like, well, y'all should get that together because people have chronic illness, especially in my case, multiple chronic illnesses. Their lives are already chaotic and stressful, and you having us to run around, and it's just like, oh my gosh. I'm not in a wheelchair. Nobody's pushing me. I'm using a rollator, and I'm walking slower than a turtle, so I cannot get there in less than 30 seconds. It's not going to happen. So I was really perturbed about that. Now I get to the 2nd floor. The good thing about it was that they had a nice lady that was down on the 5th floor. She already signed me into the system. By the time I got to the 2nd floor, I was right in the system. But on the 2nd floor, they were telling me about the whole preparations and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just, discouraging. You gotta go through all of this here. It's like, well, they joined, and I'm like, well, y'all should have fixed this here. Like, y'all really, I wasn't talking mean to her or anything like that. But her attitude was kind of like snappy, like, oh, well, it is what it is. I'm like, no, you do not say that. Like, no, like, you don't say that. That should not come out of your mouth at all because, you're sitting behind a desk. You're the one fighting for your life. You're not the one that's running around from here to there at different hospitals trying to get information, trying to get yourself better. You're not the one on 20 different pills. It's not you. And if it was, then hopefully you would have some kind of a heart or some kind of patience, or just, kind of a nicer attitude than how you're acting. So I did not get belligerent with her. I did not cuss her out. I did not say anything out of the line to her. I just told her, I said, ma'am, I'm already stressed out. It's been a rough morning. I do not need that. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's the way that you're speaking to me is just incorrect, and I really don't appreciate it. She kind of looked at me for a second, and then she was just like, oh, I'm sorry. But I didn't receive a sorry because it wasn't said in a nice way. It was just like, it's a castaway, like, okay, well, you make me apologize. No, I'm just telling you where you're wrong. And people like that, I just got to just pray for them and give them to God, because you literally, any strength that you have, won't be supposed to counter and hurt. And I'm not a violent person. I really am not. But the way that they handle you is like, I really won't be here in the first place. So your attitude is just really just uncalled for. So I'm trying to be nice to you, like, so you need to receive that. But, we are the patients. We do not need to receive anybody's leftovers. That's the attitudes, frustrations. We don't need that. If you don't give it out, then don't receive it. So, you make your voice known. Do what y'all gotta do to make sure your life is not stressful, that you're not angry, that you're not upset. And everything kind of worked out from there. Met the nurse. Well, before that, had to wait a while because they were doing a procedure. So by the time I got to them, they said, we're going to be a 3-minute wait, which it was only about 10 minutes later. Then they called me back there, which was good. Met her. She kind of calmed me down and everything, so it was well. She even said some of my frustration, so she said I even made her feel better just by being nice and sweet to her, which she was nice to me from the get-go. So, it was sweet. And then the doctor came in and, met him, and everything kind of just flowed from there. So, Okay, so I told the nurse and I told the doctor that I vlog, that I record videos and things like that. They were not really into that. They respected, like I told them, I will not show your face if you don't want to, but I do it for my own personal well-being, do it for my families that live in other states, and, just to put the word out there to raise awareness for different things that, everybody may be going through, just to encouragement for everybody who may be battling the same thing or different things. It does not matter, but it just, it brings awareness to situations that we don't even think that are existing. So it's a help to anybody that wants to receive it. And so they wasn't too keen on that, but like I say all the time, with different places, different hospitals, they have their own rules, regulations, and I have to abide by that. And I can't just go against the grain no matter how much I want to. So, it's kind of like a frustrating situation, but I did not go against the grain. I just left it as it was, and it was a long visit because he had a procedure before he came to see me, but it was a little up and down because it was my first time meeting him, so he had to go through all the records, all my medications. You know how it is when you get a brand new doctor. This is a brand new GI doctor. And the crazy thing is I already have a GI doctor at another hospital. But some things I would say for me, it's a good thing to have 2 doctors for one case. In case one you may not feel comfortable with, or it may take too long, or you may not feel comfortable with them, or you may feel like they're not understanding you, as much as you should be heard, your voice and everything that needs to be said. You get somebody else who have a second opinion, get somebody who's going to work with you, listen to your fears, your worries, your concerns, your heart, and everything else, and just make you feel at ease and less stressed. So, it kind of worked out. So they technically now have scheduled me for, to have another colonoscopy done. Not a colonoscopy, I'm sorry, my bad. A third endoscopy. My first one was done last year in January. Then I had another one done around in October at the other hospital where the official jet that I had it done there. So now they scheduled me for another one. I'm sorry, I just see people keep passing by, so I'm always just trying to watch and see who just passed behind me. Okay, so yeah, so they technically scheduled to get another one. So there's some things, right here. So the people got where that's just from the a wipe that was in my purse. So this here, scheduled dates, that'll be February 12th. That'll be done right before Mardi Gras. So we'll get into all that crazy traffic and everything like that. So living here in New Orleans, So I mean, I don't want to go through it, to be honest with you, but the weight and the frustration and the aggravation and the anger that I'm feeling of waiting to see if they think it's a mess, then you don't. Now you think it's whipples. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not angry with my neurologist. I'm just angry with the process of what I'm going through. And it's not easy every time to just always smile and be happy. I don't come on here to be depressing or to be aggravating, but I really just be honest. If I'm having a good day, okay. If I'm having a bad day, okay. If I'm having a perfect day, if I'm having a grand day, if I'm having a sad day, whatever. Sometimes your sad day will turn into a happy day. Sometimes your day just stays, doom and gloom, and it never changes, but you have to change you and how you perceive it and deal with issues. So, like I say, it's stressful, but I'm learning how not to allow it to stress me. I'm going to control my emotions. I am going to continue to have faith. I'm going to continue to stay strong. And I'm going to continue to fight. So, okay, so I'm home now. I've been home for a little while. My mom and I stopped to get some grilled chicken and some vegetables, mashed potatoes to sit down and eat. So, just see, I'm comfortable in my little inside house clothes. I don't know if I said it earlier. If I did and I'm repeating myself, please forgive me. If not, then here we go. Like I was saying that, I lose my train of thought. Hold on one second. Then when you have, various appointments and things like that, and you run into doctors, nurses, different people who stare at you, different people who may be sitting behind a desk, all that, or the secretaries, or the the ones that work behind the desk, the receptionist signs you in and things like that. That's a lot of reasons right there just to feel aggravated and frustrated and mad and want to lash out. And what I had to do for myself to calm myself down was to think, okay, you know what? You don't know me, I don't know you. And I had to just breathe, take a deep breath, and let it go. And I had to just think, okay, you know what? If you was in my position, if you was in my shoes, if you was taking care of a family member or anything like that, then you most definitely would have much more patience than what you're exhibiting is wrong with me. And so instead of me just lashing out, like I told the lady, I didn't lash out at her, but you have to let people know where they stand with you. You don't let anybody just talk to you in a kind of way or just manhandle you. It's not about getting out of character. You don't have to flip into one a bird. I mean, if that's what makes you feel better, then okay, I'm not judging that. But that's just not me. But I have to just let them know, okay, look here. I don't know if you're having a good day. I don't know if you're having a bad day. I don't know if you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm not trying to aggravate your day. I'm just coming here following protocol because I come into my appointment and you lashing out at me or you manhandling me and talking to me in a kind of way, we're not going to have a good relationship. So therefore, let's start over. If they don't change from there on, then okay, I'm going to go over your head and push you to your manager. And if the manager is worse than them, then hey, okay, guess what? We're going to keep going to the chain of command. Something comes out of this here on a better end. And it makes me feel better that I did not lash out in a way that I wanted to. Because I got to think, okay, you know what? What is worth it? My mind, my body, my peace, the frustration. My body is already in pain. My body is already stressed out. And I'm not going to allow you to add 10 more pounds, 100 pounds to what I'm dealing with already. I'm going to control this. I'm not going to allow you and your stupidity to thwart my day and throw it off. So just an encouragement to my chronic illness warriors. Even if you're not there with a chronic illness, just stand up for yourself. Don't allow anybody to make you feel irrelevant, unimportant, stupid, slow, retarded, ugly, non-handsome, non-pretty, just non-existent. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that, because nobody has the power to make you feel like that except you give the power over.